Hello Libras, it is AD with Kayx Tarot and I'm going to be doing your end of January reading. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so happy to see you again. If you are old and if you're new, welcome, welcome. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and leave me a comment below. In the description box, you will be able to find information about booking a personal reading with me. Also, the cards I use, the crystals I use, and just my Instagram, any personal information about me. Or if you have any questions, you can always shoot me an email, alright? So without any further ado, Libras, let's get into your reading, okay? Ooh, and there we go, right with your energy off the rip. Great. I was worried because I was having trouble connecting with y'all coming through. So you could be experiencing some miscommunication at the end of this month. So just be mindful of that, because I was like, yeah, I'm really having difficulty connecting, but maybe you're having difficulty connecting, right? Alright, so we have the moon, and I saw this card earlier too, okay? So this is subconscious, could be connecting with a Cancer or a Pisces, or just a water sign in general, honestly. But this is where you're dealing with your emotions. You're dealing with those things that make you, Libra, uncomfortable. These are the things that creep up in your mind in the middle of the night when you think nobody's looking. You know, these are the thoughts that you battle. Not always demons. They're not good or bad. They're just there. You know, it's just like that orb of power. It has there's no good or bad. It has no up or down. There's no direction to it. It just is. And that's kind of why this feeling of emotion, this feeling is like that you're dealing with, can be kind of scary, because Libras like to put everything in a category, being an air sign and more logical. So now you're going to be removing some of those logicals, you're going to be removing some of those preconceived notions and go deep into yourself, your subconscious. Could have to do with the relationship, you know, asking yourself if this relationship is right for you, or just the way that you are moving forward, Libra. Is going to be more emotional look. And then we have the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck, so that's healing, retreating, and also miscommunication. I was watching Tyler's Tarot, I believe, and he said that this is his card for miscommunication, so that kind of mirrors what I was saying about it being difficult to connect. You're just difficult to connect to, and I think that you're aware of that, and people around you are bringing it to your attention, like, man, you've been really distant lately, or you kind of cut off. Look, and then we have the Five of Wands here. Could be connecting with the Scorpio, because I just did their reading and this was the heart of their reading. But you know, this conflict, this inner conflict or outer conflict, turmoil, but I feel like you've taken the time to remove yourself from that and engage in that Four of Swords. Yeah, look, man, we have the Three of Swords. Libras, I feel like you guys have just been kind of going through it emotionally, and so you're on Do Not Disturb. But I did see the Knight of Cups, and I just saw the Four of Wands fly out, so fret not, it gets better, my loves. Just hang in there. Opportunities are going to present themselves. Apologies are going to present themselves. You're going to be having those meaningful conversations. But as of right now, you're recovering from a pretty tough blowout is kind of what I'm getting, alright? Yeah, we had the Knight of Pentacles, so could have involved a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. Or just work, finances, stuff like that. 2 and 1. Alright, so we have the Nine of Pentacles as the underlying energy. And so this is what I'm getting. Single, focusing on you and yourself. And I honestly, Libras, I know that this makes you uncomfortable. I know that energy makes you uncomfortable. You might even feel like you're in a gilded cage. You know, Libras very much seek balance. They very much feel like they need, and I'm very careful in how I'm articulating it, they feel like they need, right? You guys feel like you need somebody there. You feel like you need something to balance you out. You know, it might not always be in the form of a relationship. It could be just having a very extremely close connection with your mom or having a dependent relationship with your best friend. It's that type of energy. But it seems like right now you're kind of in solitude, possibly because of some deceit or treachery that happened in the past, or just leaving a situation that you know no longer serves you. And so you're focusing on yourself. And because of that, you had to do something that Libras don't typically like to do, which is completely disassociate yourself from some of the people that were surrounding you. That's the underlying energy, okay? So we have the Wheel of Fortune, boom, as the most likely outcome. As the present moment. We have the 8 of Wands as the foundation. We have the 8 of, okay, so 2 8s, cycles, infinity, all right? The continuum. The 8 of Cups. And then we have the Ace of Swords presenting itself as the most likely outcome. And then the card of advice we have is the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so this goes back to what I'm saying. Fret not. Fret not, Libras. There is a Knight of Cups, a knight in shining armor marching your way who wants to marry you, period. There is happiness on your horizon. I think once you make the decision to turn away from what it is that you're involved in now, then you will see some of the benefits to what is coming towards you. And that makes you very extremely happy, as it should. Destiny is now coming in kindly, turning those wheels in your favor, Libra, so you can continue to march and focus on what you're contributing to the next relationship that you decide to enter. Yeah, so we have the 8 of Wands. Okay, so you could be traveling. This could be somebody that you meet over travel. This could be somebody that you meet long distance. This could be a long distance relationship. But there's going to be communication and action and quickness that's happened as the foundation. So you could kind of be right now, after the moment that you decide to poke your head out of your hole that you've been into, somebody's going to snatch you up and be like, we've been waiting for you. Like, oh my God, there's so much that we have to do. Like, I'm so happy that you got yourself together, but now we got to da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, I feel like February is going to hit. Work-wise, friendship-wise, social group-wise, there's just it's gonna be back to 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 back. So remember, breathe, okay, Libras, but it all is happening towards your favor. But it just seems like there is a lot of action, a lot of things that are just go, 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 go. And so you're kind of caught up in that. So be mindful of that, okay? So here we have the 8 of Cups. So this is walking away from something, okay? You could be walking away from the hecticness. You could be turning your back on all this information that's coming towards you and choosing yourself and turning away from a situation. I feel like that's for some of you guys. For other of you, this is just understanding that now, even though as comfortable as it makes you to be partnered up with somebody, this could be in business, this can be in romance, but you know, you're understanding that this person isn't pulling their weight, or you would just be better off doing some things alone. It would happen faster, it would go by quicker, you would be able to get what you want. So I see after some type of communication that comes in with this 8 of Wands, okay, some type of conversation that comes in for some of you guys, you decide that this is the time to walk away. This no longer serves me. I understand that I invested a lot into this, but it's time for me to walk away and go pursue another interest, or just take another route on, you know, the journey that I'm already on, because what I'm doing now isn't in my best interest. And I feel that on a spiritual level, okay? You know, like guts telling you, like, you got to do something solo. And so we have the Ace of Swords as the most likely outcome. So the moment that you turn your back on a situation and you start you take that first step into a new direction, a new opportunity is going to present itself. You guys are going to be receiving clarity on something that you've been pretty foggy about, okay, with this 2 of Pentacles here. But you're going to be receiving clarity, communication, and open and honesty about a certain situation. I just feel like once you turn your back on a situation and you look towards a new horizon, you're going to see all the opportunities are going to present itself, and you're going to finally have clarity on how to pursue what it is that you want to do. You could be upset, but this paired with the Wheel of Fortune, this new opportunity that comes in and presents itself, could be very exciting. And this could deal with swords. So this is communication, you know, logic, mental clarity, and also spiritual clarity too. So some of you guys, this could be a spiritual journey. For other of you, this is, you know, choosing to leave a relationship, choosing to leave a partnership, and focus on yourself, your wealth, and, you know, your love, okay? So we have the 2 of Pentacles as a card of advice. So make a decision. This is weigh the pros and the cons. Really look at the situation from a bird's eye view and try to get on top of it as you make whatever decision you decide to go into for the next phase of your life. So just be conscious. You do feel kind of wonky. You are going to be wanting to seek some type of balance, Libra, and that is totally fine. You're going to receive that. Understand that now God, destiny is working in your favor to bring you new opportunities, to bring you new situations, meet new people. There's going to be travel, possibly for some of you guys. You could be journeying. This could be quick weekend trips, day trips, something, opportunities that come out of nowhere. But there is just a moment of haste that's coming. I'm going to clarify this 8 of Wands. Excuse me. Oh, yo, that flipped. The Queen of Swords. So it's your energy. So some of you guys could be, you know, connecting with a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, but there is a combination of cutting some people off, and it's going to be happening swiftly. I just picture a conversation is going to happen. Some decisions are going to have to be made. You're going to get the true insight to this person. I don't know if you've ever had a conversation, Libra. It's funny because I was thinking about this story earlier today, but I don't know if you've ever had a conversation with the person where you've been trying to prove your point over and over and over and over and over again, but for the first time you actually hear them, like you actually hear what they're saying, and you're like, oh, I didn't realize that you were serious. You know, it really, and it's on us, the listener, because we weren't putting 2 and 2 together, but there comes an aha moment when you're looking at somebody and you're just like, and they're talking to you and you're just like, oh, like you really mean that. I'm being extremely extreme right now, okay, Libra, but it's like that one thing where you have that one friend and they say something that's really racist and you're just like, wow, you're a real racist. Like, I just thought that you know, whatever, but you're like racist, okay, that's crazy. Wow. It's that type of energy, and it seems like from that aha moment, from that revelation, you're going to be making a decision to either like walk away or pull away or turn your back on the situation or state like that's wrong. And that's really, you know, you're going to be able to decide if you're going to stay or if you're going to go. Racism was probably not the best example for that, but that's the most like extreme, where like when somebody says something, you're just like, oh shit, yikes, you know. A lot of you are going to be having kind of that moment, but again, it could deal with like a relationship where you're like, oh man, you were never going to commit to me, like we were always just a fuck buddy situation, you know, that type of aha moment. Ooh, sorry, Libras. I just had those in another reading. I didn't shuffle well, but it was like work through your fears and show the world the real you, which, you know, obviously that works. One. All right. So, ooh, look at this. We have luck is on your side, and I feel like, you know, it's followed right by what do you need to release, and I feel like that's super important. What is it that you need to release and walk away from? And just understand that you're not losing. Just because you're walking away from a situation does not mean that you've lost anything. It doesn't mean that you wasted time. It just means that it is time to readjust, okay? Luck is on your side when you decide to make that, when you finally make that decision. When you finish laying the pros and cons, just believe that you will actually come out on the right end of it. Again, with the Wheel of Fortune, you know, you're really closing out a great cycle, but this is like the final straw. Like, this is like the last thing that you have to do in order to start receiving your blessings. You gotta let some shit go. This could be people, this could be feelings, this could be energy, but it seems like right now, Libra, some of you guys are blocking your blessings because you don't believe or you're hanging on to something that no longer serves you. So really ask yourself what that is and how you can let it go in the most beneficial way for you. And kind of keep it moving, so then destiny can come in and kind of do it. So because basically I feel like you're at the brink of a tower moment right now. It's in your control, but if you keep hanging into there and you don't leave when you need to leave, or you don't state what you need to state when you need to state it, then it's going to turn into something way more dramatic, and it's going to lead to a tower moment, which I don't think that you want. I don't think that anybody necessarily wants a tower moment, but that's kind of where this situation seems to be headed if you don't act, okay? And then we have work through your fears at the top. So Release. What is it that you have to release? What is it that you're afraid of? What is it that, to me, that combination is just like you're afraid to let something go because you don't know what lies on the other side. Don't do that. I know I'm such a great, you know, psychiatrist, but it's just like, really just understand and think about yourself with this Nine of Pentacles here. Think about yourself. Think about how you're serving self. Think about what you want. And sometimes, you know, being alone is the best thing for you, Libra, as crazy as that sounds. Sometimes in order to reach complete balance and equilibrium, you have to take away all other parts so you can focus solely on one aspect, so you can truly put all of your love and light into that one thing, right? So let's see, one more from the Oracle deck for Libras, please. Libras, 3, 2, ooh. Patience. All right, so we just had patience come out. I love this because this requires your next chapter requires patience. That's what I'm saying. If you didn't get what you wanted and it's time to walk away from something, you can't be in fear and satisfaction that it didn't work out. Something better is coming along. You just have to wait for it. There's no need for you to rush it. Like, universe, spirit, they don't care about time. Literally, they are the epitome and ain't nobody got time for that. You're talking about, you know, they have no concept of time. They don't give a shit. They don't operate on our time. We operate in theirs. So things are revealed to us when it's supposed to be revealed to us in their time, not in ours. So there's going to be a level of patience, and I think that some of you Libras, you are going to need to be alone for a period of time in order to really allow this Knight of Cups, Four of Wands, Divine Destiny, Wheel of Fortune, you know, a win, luck is on your side thing to happen. Okay, I feel like that is what these cards are kind of pointing to. Again, you just don't want it to turn into a tower moment. So that's all I'm saying. Obviously, you will always have free will. So don't be like, I'm going to be single because AD told me to. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it seems like from spirit, there's a need to focus on self. Now, how you can focus on self, if you can do that within a relationship, then people are married, so I know it's possible, okay? There just seems to be a break in routine, okay, for this next sweeping cycle to come in. All right, so Libras, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so happy to see you guys. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment below. Please check out the description box for booking a personal reading with me, as well as any other information that you'd like to find out. All right, and so with that being said, Libras, I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Peace.